while straight there.
You're making those up anyway.
And you clearly recovered from the little bit of anger you showed when Taufa put in that little overhead kick. What was your verdict on obviously a job well done?
That was we'd spoken about it and trained it, and the key was to execute it properly. There were a couple of parameters you had to respect, and one of them was staying on side. So that was just, and I think I'm really, really happy with the win, and I'm really happy with the way the boys started the game. I thought they prepared well during the week, and you could feel the concern, the tension that you get around big games, led well by Dolts and everybody else. So we started well because of it, and then we just had a little period where I think we got into 22 twice and didn't score, and sort of let the pressure off, and they came back. And they're a good team, and we probably needed that to become better. We need to be challenged around those things. Things aren't going to happen easy all the time. Set piece was okay. I thought our defence, take a few penalties out of that, and I think we can keep teams away from our half and from our goal line a little bit more. Those are things that we'll need to take to the final. We need to be smarter and better around that type of thing to be sure. But overall, really happy this group gets to go to a final and gets a crack at it. And we'll talk about how we work through the week and enjoy this moment now, but know that the responsibility comes as soon as we're in on Monday. We've got this Monday that we wanted, like everybody talks about, and I'm just wrapped that we keep moving forward.
Both you and Dalton spoke in the lead-in about sticking to the blueprint, being who you are, doing what's sort of worked well for you all year. Were you happy with the way you did that? You executed that? Did you feel you played the way, with the character that you wanted to?
Yeah, absolutely. We went to our strengths, and they were a good team, and they know what our strengths were, and I thought the boys showed character in and around that. There was, everybody stood up and had played their part in the game. I never expected it to be easy, a semi-final. So, and we'll learn from that, once again, that experience. And every game's a little bit different, isn't it? It was a bit wet tonight, the ball was a bit harder to control, we had some handling errors that meant we didn't have the continuity perhaps we'd like, but that's this time of year, it's the reality, so we'll sit back and deal with those things and we can try and get better next week.
Dalton, how's it head, first of all?
Yeah, no, I'm sweet. I've got a bloody got a hit to the mouth, and I'm really missing a tooth. So I was just trying to check if my teeth were all still there. But yeah, I'm sweet. I'm all good to go.
That start, was it important for you to start like that, given the dangers and the threats the Brumbies can possess, to kind of go bang, bang, bang like that? Was that an important thing for this group to do, to just get on the board and put some scoreboard pressure on them?
Yeah, 100%. And I think we're a team that if we can start well, then it sort of translates throughout the whole game. But you can't take it away from the Brumbies. They're here in the semi-final against us because they're a bloody good team. So we put the points on early, but we knew they were going to come back, and it's a credit to them because they actually did come back and stress us a bit. And like Vern said, that we probably needed that, and I think we'll learn from it next week. But that was our game plan, to try to put points on early to really stress them out.
There was a lot of pressure on the locks, especially with Patrick not being there. How impressed were you with them, not only in the line-up but in the scrum, because those are young guys pushing hard in scrums too.
Yeah. And then we spoke about that just as we left the field. It was Josh is 21 and Sam's 23. They went through they helped us get that win, semi-final win, and I thought they were very good. Sam had been a couple of weeks out of the game as well. Wouldn't really notice. He'll be better for it next week. So will Josh, and we get a few more reinforcements coming in during the week, I think, as well, to give some options.
How's Offa?
He's good. He was, yeah.
Was it ribs or something he came off with?
Yeah, he got a bang in the ribs. So I imagine he'll be fine.
He's got all that mass there, so he's just wanted to rest. He's sweet.
Vern, you're obviously in the final. What will you do tomorrow? Will you get together as a team or watch it at home with the Vino?
I think the coaches and I think everybody can just go back and do it as they watch. We won't do it as a team. Just a couple of coaches will join up. I think tomorrow morning we'll get in and just do a quick review first of all, and then we'll go back in the afternoon and watch the game, and then take what we need to take from that to move forward on Monday.
You think the extra day helps?
Oh, I think it does. I mean, it was a short week this week, so you get an extra day. Yeah, well, it'll help. But what really counts is the 80 minutes when you get to when the referee blows his whistle for the start of the game. That's what counts.
Dalton, when you think back to 2022 and you're in this position, you've won a semi, I think we're a bit more hard fought than this one tonight, even against the same team. And obviously you didn't quite get it right for the final. What are the big lessons that you take into this week coming up that you learned in 2022 that can make you better?
I think probably
Tough question,
complacency. Complacency probably. I remember that year pretty clearly, and I think we lost our first game, but then we went unbeaten that whole 15 games, and we might have had that in the back of the mind. It was just gonna happen. But I think we've been reminded a couple times, twice this year, that once against the Canes and then once against the Crusaders, and we can't leave anything unchecked. And I think the good thing this year is that we've had those reminders, and coming into this the quarterfinals and semis, I think the boys have been training well, and even we had a short week, the boys were just nailing their clarity, nailing their roles, and the emotion and the intensity is going to come because of the occasion, the semi-final. So it's probably complacency, but I feel like this team's tracking really well, and we're going to leave no stone unturned coming into next week.
Do you have preference of who you want to play next week?
No, anyone, any other team. Yeah.
And how does it feel like to you personally? Ben just said he's really proud of you guys, this group making the final. What's the feeling back there?
I think we're all pretty happy, but we got one more job to do, and I think Vern touched on it. We can celebrate, just a little bit making it to a final, because we all know it's a tough season, and to make a final with just us and someone else, it takes a lot of heart, and I think we're going to be pretty happy with ourselves. But I think in the back of our mind, we've got one more job to do, and we've been in this position and we failed, so we know what's on the line, and we know we got to train the house down and get our body right and our mentals.
Vern, do you have some fun this week, or do you try and inject a little bit of fun into it, or is it a grimly serious week?
Oh no, it's there's always it's the same old story. You take your job seriously, but don't take yourself seriously. So there'll be there's always a bit of humour in this group. Those are the characters there are. But when we need to knuckle down and nail the bits we have to, then we'll nail it. These guys will switch on very quickly. They're getting really good at it, and there'll be moments that we'll have to focus. And we're good when we're focused and committed, and when we're not focused and we're not quite there, and then we become not as good. So that's the key to us, is get our preparation done, get the process and back our process, back each other and trust each other to be ready, and then it'll be kick off and the game will be a game.
And whoever you play, it's almost the material. The Chiefs or the Hurricanes, it's going to be a hell of a battle, right? Either of those teams in the final is going to take is it going to take your best effort of the season to win it?
Oh, absolutely. It always takes it. There'll be big moments as soon as that game starts. There's big moments to win the whole time, and we know that they're the team we play. And you want a choice. It's like choosing between the plague and cholera.
Yeah.
So it'll be the team that wins, and we'll do our prep based on what we can do and how we can play our game, and winning is the key.
And Dolks, can you just clarify, you didn't fail in HIA, or did you, but you just feel good, or how does it work?
I did fail, but I talked to Doc, and it was the memory one, and I thought you had to say just the ones you've missed. So I've got clarity with Doc, and we're going to be doing another one because I didn't understand the memory one. I thought you just had to say the ones you've missed out of the first session, so that's a bit on my bad. But
you're never good at those exams, were you?
You try fitting one of those things.
27 bloody things.
So
I'm all good.
You're confident?
Yeah, I'm confident. Yeah, I'm good.
Do you have to go to the dentist?
Oh, I've been going quite a few times recently this year, but I'm all good. That should be sweet.
I was just going to ask about Akeda getting a pretty big round of applause tonight when he came off the field. Just a word from both of you guys at the announcement this week, I guess, about his contribution to the team tonight and over the season.
I think he's been big brother in this team for years now. When I came in, he was still young, but he took me under his wing, and the cool thing is that he hasn't changed who he is. And I've seen young boys come in even up to this year, and they always say, like when they speak in their first debuts, they speak of Aki always helping them out and always getting around them. He's going to be leaving a big legacy behind in this team, because he's really epitomised what a Blues player is, and he's been the heart and soul of this team for a while. So yeah, it was quite. I'll be quite emotional with a few boys knowing this is his last, or could be his last home game. So I think we'll get around him and celebrate the small win with him, and yeah, enjoy it.
We good?
Yep.
Happy.
Thanks, guys. Cheers.
Cheers, eh?
Lodge, we'll just get thanks, fellas. Cheers, Thank you. Work on that memory, mate.